currently we're in the car. We're heading down to Worcester. If I said that right, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I was going to say Worcester, whatever it is. But we're going down there. That's where Amy's family live, and that's where she's from originally. But we're going down there because obviously we want access to the gyms. As of filming this episode, I think it's around, hopefully you guys can hear me, but it's around 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. Yeah, 10 days until the gym's open. So no long until the gym's open in Wales. But we're going to be down here for the weekend, hitting a couple more sessions in. But hitting legs, we're going to be hitting leg day. Looking forward to this leg day. The last leg day was dreadful. My legs were in bits for ages. So hopefully this time it's not as bad. I think we're about an hour away. It's an hour away, do you think?
Yeah.
So about an hour away from being in Worcester. Yeah, when we get into the gym, we'll take you guys through a little bit of workouts. Hopefully we can. We'll catch you guys in a bit. So yeah guys, so we did some heavy squats, did about 5 total working sets. Actually quite happy how the working sets went. Our bench actually gets stronger compared to last week we went to Bristol. So strength definitely going up. The only thing is I couldn't see how low I was going in some of the sets. As you guys will see in the clips, so I couldn't tell if I was actually going low enough. But in regards to actual end level, I'm just hitting this brick wall now because obviously it took us 2 hours, 2.5 hours to drive down to now. I hit that place where I am just completely gone. But yeah, let's keep pushing through. Guys, we've just come out from our walk. We've managed to do around, let me check how many steps. We've managed to get around 6,200 steps, that's rounded up to. Need to get another just over 4,000 steps in. By the time we go to the gym, walk around the gym, warm up, exercise and get the workout in, we should hit the 10,000 steps because I like to do around 10,000 steps per day. So we're going to make some pancakes now. Behind me, behold, we got our stuff for the pancake mixture. No protein pancakes, just standard pancakes because they're bringing protein powder with me. So yeah, we're gonna have these. They're gonna be our pre-workout meal, and then we're gonna hit the workout. way back to Wales. Well, we're not far from Wales actually. We're just entering Port Talbot for you guys who are from like the Swansea region. So yeah, we're just coming back now. We had a really good session. Did some chest and shoulders. Not bad in terms of like the bench press, and I do like the bench press. Strength wasn't too bad in consideration, seeing I've only had one bench press in session since the whole lockdown situation. Definitely felt a little leaner today, which is quite nice. But we'll see. Things are going pretty well so far. So yeah, we're gonna get back home. I'm gonna touch more upon training, especially training when you're in a calorie deficit, and how to preserve all the hard-earned muscle. Yo guys, so fast forward a few days, I didn't end up recording the part about training the calorie deficit when I go home right away, just because I was so tired. I've traveled like 2.5 hours. So I'm going to be recording it right now. Anyways, training inside of a calorie deficit. What do you need to know when you're training inside of a calorie deficit? First of all, one of the most common myths I tend to see when people enter that calorie deficit or dieting phase is they decide to completely change the style of training, whether it be trying to burn more calories by doing higher rep ranges and assuming that's going to be more beneficial in compared to what they were doing prior to entering that calorie deficit. But guess what? Prior to entering that calorie deficit, if what you were doing before wasn't higher rep range and it was actually allowing you to build muscle mass, why would you change it? Because the aim of the game when you are dieting and entering that calorie deficit is to sustain as much muscle mass as you can whilst dropping body fat and potentially even adding extra muscle tissue if you can. And obviously, depending on what stage you are in terms of like your training experience or training age, you could potentially add a significant amount of muscle whilst you are dropping body fat. Although a lot of people do like to claim you can't build muscle when you're inside of a calorie deficit. Just for an example, I'm gonna put up a picture of either me or one of my clients to show what they managed to achieve was being in a calorie deficit and still focusing on progressive overload in the muscle. Because if you're still focusing on progressive overload, guess what? The odds of you keeping hold of muscle mass are going to be a lot higher than you just training half-assed while you're inside the gym and not still focusing on progressive getting stronger as each week goes by. Well, now we've got that covered. Now let's speak about your training mindset when you're inside that calorie deficit, because your mind's going to play a big part when you are inside that calorie deficit, and the way you approach how you perform your sets, etc. Because I know I've been very guilty of doing that, because when you're in a calorie deficit, there is a realization of, oh my god, I am potentially consuming less calories, my energy levels are a lot less, is it going to affect my strength? So for example, say last week you managed to have 8 reps in a particular exercise. Now you're aware that you're in a calorie deficit, but you approach that set in a negative way, thinking, oh no, I can't get 10 reps, I can't get 10 reps. You're going to play it safe and go for the exact same number of reps, and guess what, you're not still focusing on progressively overbuilding the muscle. And this could potentially have a knock-on effect in your training, because always going to be in the back of your mind that, oh no, I'm in a calorie deficit. Yes, it's most definitely going to be a lot harder, because you have to be clever as you approach certain exercises and certain compound lifts, especially when your calories are all low. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out episode 1 if you haven't. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I'll catch you guys very soon.